Ridge Forrester is about to get the shock of his miserable life, and Brooke Logan's perfect little world is about to go up in flames. I am talking about a secret love child, a massive paternity twist, and a legendary soap star marching into Los Angeles to steal Ridge right out from under Brooke's nose. Hey B&B fans, welcome back. Today is a beautiful Monday to talk about some massive LA drama, and trust me, you are going to want to sit down for this one. If you love explosive Forrester secrets as much as I do, make sure you smash that subscribe button and ring the bell so you never miss out on our daily Bold and the Beautiful deep dive. Let's be real for a second. The Bold and the Beautiful has been setting up this Dylan mystery for weeks, and we all knew a massive shoe was going to drop. But I honestly believe nobody is ready for Darcy. Darcy is Dylan's mother, and Darcy is rolling into town with a very specific, very dangerous agenda. The show went out of its way to cast daytime television royalty Kelly Sullivan for this role. We all remember Kelly Sullivan from her incredible runs on General Hospital and The Young and the Restless. You do not bring a powerhouse actress like Kelly Sullivan onto the canvas just to have her sip overpriced lattes at Il Giardino. Darcy is not coming to Los Angeles to shop on Rodeo Drive. Darcy is coming to reclaim her man. And who exactly is the man Darcy is hunting down? I think all the signs are pointing straight to Ridge Forrester. Just think about it. Ridge has a notorious history of leaving a trail of broken hearts, secret flings, and absolute chaos all over the globe. Ridge thinks Ridge is God's gift to women, and Darcy is about to serve Ridge a massive, humiliating reality check. But Darcy wanting Ridge back is only the appetizer, guys. The main course is the absolute nuclear bomb Darcy is carrying in her back pocket. What if Darcy reveals that Dylan is Ridge's biological daughter? I was stunned when I started putting these pieces together. Completely stunned. We have all been watching Dylan play this desperate gold digger, researching the Spencer family wealth, staring at pictures of Bill Spencer's yachts, and actively trying to sink her claws into Will Spencer. We all assumed Dylan wanted Spencer money. But if Dylan is Ridge's daughter, Dylan does not need Spencer money. Dylan is Forrester royalty. Dylan instantly inherits a legacy that puts Dylan on the exact same playing field as Steffi Forrester and RJ Forrester. This completely rewrites Dylan's entire character motivation and turns her from a street-level grifter into an instant billionaire heiress. If you ask me, this is the most delicious karma Ridge Forrester could ever possibly receive. I honestly believe the writers are setting Ridge up for a massive, spectacular fall. Ridge has spent the last month actively despising Will Spencer. Ridge hates Bill Spencer. Ridge hates Wyatt Spencer. And Ridge absolutely loathes Will. Ridge literally just manipulated Elektra into dumping Will because Ridge thinks the Spencers are trash. Ridge wants Will completely isolated from the Forrester family. But now Ridge is going to find out that his very own flesh and blood, his secret daughter Dylan, is completely obsessed with Will. Ridge tried to protect Elektra from Will, but Ridge is going to have to watch Dylan throw herself at Will. Ridge is going to lose his absolute mind trying to stop Dylan and Will from hooking up, and I am going to enjoy every single second of Ridge's misery. How is Ridge going to react when Ridge locks eyes with Darcy? Ridge is going to be paralyzed. Ridge loves to stand in the CEO office at Forrester Creations, pointing his finger at everyone else, judging Hope Logan, judging Thomas Forrester, and acting like Ridge is the moral compass of Los Angeles. But Ridge has been hiding a secret love child this entire time. I think Ridge is going to panic. Ridge is going to try to sweep Darcy and Dylan under the rug because Ridge is terrified of one specific person. Ridge is terrified of Brooke Logan. Ridge knows that Brooke will never, ever accept another woman walking into Forrester Creations claiming to have a piece of Ridge's heart and a piece of Ridge's DNA. Let's talk about Brooke Logan, because Brooke is already hanging on by a very thin thread. I honestly believe Brooke is on the verge of a complete nervous breakdown. Brooke is currently watching her entire life fall apart. Hope Logan just defected to Logan Designs. Katie Logan just poached Zende Forrester right out from under RJ Forrester's nose. Brooke is screaming at Katie, Brooke is screaming at Hope, and Brooke is desperately trying to protect RJ's future at the company. So, what happens when Darcy struts into Forrester Creations and announces that Ridge has another daughter? Brooke is going to go ballistic. Brooke does not share Ridge. Brooke has spent decades destroying any woman who even looks at Ridge. But Brooke has absolutely no right to judge anyone. I need to remind everyone of Brooke's own scandalous history. Brooke slept with Deacon Sharp while Deacon was married to Brooke's own daughter, Bridget. Brooke slept with Eric Forrester, who is Ridge's father, and Brooke slept with Thorne Forrester, who is Ridge's brother. Brooke is the queen of scandalous bedroom behavior. So when Brooke tries to attack Darcy, I think Darcy is going to throw Brooke's entire disgusting history right back in Brooke's face. Darcy is not Taylor Hayes. Darcy is not going to sit around crying while Brooke yells at her. Darcy is a street-smart survivor. We know Dylan is a grifter who lied about being homeless. Dylan learned those survival skills from someone, and Dylan learned them from Darcy. Darcy is going to look Brooke dead in the eye and laugh. Brooke is not an easy woman to deal with, but I think Darcy is going to eat Brooke alive. Brooke is going to demand that Ridge throw Darcy out of the building, but Ridge cannot do that if Darcy is holding the DNA test proving Dylan is a Forrester. And we cannot forget about Elektra in this massive mess. Elektra just slapped Dylan across the face for sleeping on the couch with Will. Elektra thinks Elektra is superior to Dylan. Elektra thinks Elektra is the future of Forrester Creations because RJ is handing Elektra the youth line. But if Dylan is Ridge's daughter, Dylan outranks Elektra in a heartbeat. Elektra is just Ivy's niece. Dylan is Ridge's biological child. I think Dylan is going to use her new Forrester status to make Elektra's life a living nightmare. Dylan is going to walk into that design room and demand respect, and Elektra is going to have to bow down to the girl who stole Will. Elektra is going to realize that slapping Dylan was the biggest mistake of Elektra's entire life. We also have to look at Steffi Forrester. Steffi is currently in Monaco, completely oblivious to the fact that Sheila Carter is stalking John Finnegan on that airplane. Steffi thinks Steffi has a handle on her company. But when Steffi returns to Los Angeles, Steffi is going to find a brand new sister sitting in the executive chair. Steffi hates interlopers. Steffi despises anyone who threatens the Forrester legacy. Steffi went to war with Hope Logan for years over the Forrester name. Steffi is going to view Dylan as a massive threat. Steffi and Dylan are going to have a legendary rivalry that will echo the classic wars between Stephanie Forrester and Brooke. Steffi will refuse to acknowledge Dylan as a legitimate Forrester, but Ridge is going to force Steffi to accept Dylan, which will cause a massive father-daughter fracture. I also need to point out the deep historical irony here. Ridge Forrester knows exactly what it feels like to have his entire identity ripped apart. Let's rewind the clock back to the early 2000s. Ridge grew up believing Eric Forrester was his father. Then, in a massive plot twist, Ridge found out his biological father was the ruthless billionaire Massimo Marone. Ridge's entire world shattered. Ridge felt betrayed by his mother, Stephanie. So, if you ask me, Ridge has no right to judge Dylan or Darcy. Ridge needs to look in the mirror and realize that Ridge is doing the exact same thing to Dylan that Stephanie did to him. Ridge needs to step up and be a father to Dylan. But knowing Ridge will probably just complain to Brooke about how hard his life is and play the victim. And what about Bill Spencer? Bill is going to have a field day with this news. Bill hates Ridge just as much as Ridge hates Bill. When Bill finds out that Ridge's secret daughter is desperately trying to sleep with Bill's son Will, Bill is going to laugh right in Ridge's face. Bill might even encourage Will to date Dylan just to torture Ridge. Bill loves nothing more than sticking a knife into Ridge's ego. The dynamics here are absolutely incredible. We are looking at a full-blown Forrester versus Spencer war, with Dylan and Will caught right in the crossfire. Will is already fragile and heartbroken over Elektra. If Will finds out that Dylan is a Forrester, Will might just use Dylan to get revenge on Ridge for breaking up Will and Elektra in the first place. I honestly believe Sweeps Month is going to be dominated by Darcy's arrival. Kelly Sullivan is going to bring so much fire to this role. The writers are setting up a collision course that will destroy Ridge and Brooke's marriage. Brooke will never accept Dylan. Brooke will see Dylan as a constant, walking reminder of Ridge's infidelity. And Ridge will be forced to choose between his wife and his newfound daughter. If Ridge chooses Brooke, Dylan is going to turn completely dark and destroy Forrester Creations from the inside out. Dylan has already proven that Dylan is willing to lie, cheat, and manipulate to get what Dylan wants. Giving Dylan the Forrester name is like handing a loaded weapon to a criminal. So I have to ask you guys, do you think Ridge will dump Brooke for Darcy? And how do you think Steffi's going to react to having Dylan as a brand new sister? Let me know your wildest theories down in the comments below. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and share this with your fellow soap addicts. See you next time.
What do you guys think about today's drama? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Don't forget to like and subscribe for your daily dose of bold and beautiful news. See you in the next video.